I think we saw a few emotions come out from you at the end there. What was that about? Why was this particular occasion so emotional for you?
16 wins has been up on my board for a very long time. It's our #1 goal. Happy we accomplished it. We're on to the next one now. But you keep asking me if I'm having fun for a big part of the season. So I told myself, when we get to 16, I'll have fun for a little bit, I'll enjoy it, and tomorrow I'll go back to regular.
I believe this win clinches at least a playoff spot.
Yes, it does.
Where you end up. 27-18, the last time this club was even in playoff basketball. So is that part of the emotions that you've been able to get this club back to, obviously where you need to be, where you want to be?
It's all of the emotions. That's exactly the reason why.
What does it mean to you, Rob, to get a big win like this, to stay in the race for second spot, to clinch a playoff spot, all these things? Still 2 games to go, I know, 2 important games. But what does this mean to have the Breakers back in the mix?
I mean, it was a goal all season, make the playoffs. So for us it's huge. We came in with the right mentality tonight, and we wanted it really bad. So really happy we succeeded. But like Mody said, we got 2 more games, and hopefully win those, and Cairns or Sydney or however the cookie crumbles, and we can get one of those top 2 spots. But the first goal's ticked off, and now we've got to refocus and get back on.
Mody, I think you'd lost 9 in a row to Melbourne, so obviously they're a tough team for you guys to battle. It means nothing on the night. I mean, but you snapped that losing streak against them in such an important game. What went into that? What especially after the slow start, what got you over the line in that second half?
Yeah, playing Melbourne United is tough. Best coach in the league over there. His team always competes and plays hard and does things the right way. And they had a phenomenal second part of the season. We kind of stayed the course. We defended throughout the whole game. We defended well. We couldn't make a shot. We were missing wide open looks at the rim and wide open threes, and it was just a matter of time before Rob Lowe decided to make a few and break the game open. And when he decided to, then we went on a little run. That run, it always comes from defense for us. We had a stretch there with 10 stops in a row. Usually breaks games open.
Rob, when you've got this full group and that punch that you are part of off the bench, what does it feel like? Does it feel like you're a team that can contend, for the business end? I
mean, I think we're the best team in the league, top to bottom, right down to our training players. So, when we're all firing like today, on defense and on offense, world's our oyster.
For you, those 9 points in the second quarter, obviously massive for the team that were battling to stay with Melbourne. But again, and also those 2 threes in the final period. What's your mindset, what's your mentality when things are flowing for you coming off the bench? What are you trying to do?
Oh, it's just playing aggressive, playing free. Mody's really stuck in on defense, and if we mess up on defense, he's got something to say. But on offense, we're pretty free flowing, and he wants us to play our game and play positive. And tonight we did a pretty good job of that. The shots weren't dropping in that first quarter, second quarter, but it shows towards the end of the game.
Mody, you kept Melbourne, I think, scoreless for nearly 4 minutes of the final quarter. Was that the game, sort of, in essence, there?
Yeah, the game, our identity, everything we want to be, everything we will be.
And you talk about this balance that you love to see. You don't like to talk about individuals. You want everyone chipping in. Was tonight another example of that for you guys? I mean, you had so many contributors.
100%. 100%.
Just a word on Rob, though. I mean,
every time.
Yeah. He's here. I mean, how important when you get that punch off.
So let's not talk about how Rob played, but I'll talk about how happy I am to see Rob enjoying basketball. It's one of the bigger joys for me in this season.
Thanks, mate.
All right, Chris, would you like to ask a question in Australia?
Yeah, sure. Rob, can I follow up on that? I remember probably around this time last year asking you how you were dealing with a challenging season when you weren't getting a lot of playing time and how you were staying positive, and you had a great answer
Yeah, I'm really happy. When Mody was building this team, he talked to me about, playing like myself again and being myself and contributing any way I can. So, I'm happy with the group that Mody's built. A lot of guys on this team, great players and great people. So we build each other up on the bench and on the court. We're our own biggest fans. So I'm really enjoying it this year. Hopefully we make a good run for it.
A really big crowd tonight as well. With everything that's going on outside in Auckland right now, what does it mean to you to get 6,500 people into this building, give them a lot to cheer for, and now hopefully come back during playoffs time and play in front of them again?
It's huge. Our fans tonight, the people that showed up, and even the ones at home that couldn't make it. There's a lot going on in Auckland right now, and with the airports and things, because there's fans from all over New Zealand that wanted to come to the game and support us. So, we've got the whole country on our back, and everyone that gets to a game or watches on TV or on the radio or whatever, we appreciate the support, and we're happy you're behind us.
And Mody, similar question to you. You've talked a lot this season about how important it is to represent New Zealand, and what does it mean to have a day like this where I guess everybody had an excuse to not find a way to get to the building today, but to get such a big crowd, to play so well in front of them, and to do it for New Zealand and Auckland. How important is that?
Well, I think on a day like today, then the first thing is that we are, with our thoughts and with prayers to everybody who has lost and paid a price for these circumstances, whether in life or property or anything. It's so complicated and makes basketball feel small for a minute. One of my main goal was to make the playoffs. One of my main goals, or the way for us to achieve it for me, was to play in a way that would gain the trust of the community here, that they would see us play and something in how we do things would resonate with the way Kiwis do things. And if 6,000 people coming to the game today in these circumstances for this occasion, making to the playoffs, means that all those people see something in the Breakers that resonates with them, then I couldn't be happier or prouder.
Great answer. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Anything else?
I was going to ask, sorry, how was it for you guys when you arrived in Auckland yesterday?
Wet.
It was
Wet, but I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Oh, yeah.
It was just raining a lot, and there was a big line, and we kind of got in the nick of time before it went from, a lot of rain to, oh my God, this is dangerous and people need to be safe. So it turned pretty fast.
So what time did your flight land?
I don't know what day it was. I'm sorry.
It was like
I don't know what day it is today.
4:35, I think.
4:30.
Yeah.
Right in the
It
middle.
was the day before the game.
How was it for you preparing, I guess, today and not being 100% certain that the game was going to go ahead as well?
We're the kings of uncertainty. Live our last 2 years. It wasn't. It's like it didn't exist.
Rob, just to follow up on that sort of question one for you, did you ever kind of, I guess, fall out of love with basketball and know how much you loved the game? And during those 2 years where, a lot of stuff was going down, did basketball ever become a chore for you?
I don't think it became a chore. I still went in and worked every day, and I was still one of the biggest supporters on the bench. I think it never
100% testament. I can testify to this.
I never lost the love for the game, but it was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and conversely now, being part of a team, we can see how close you are, how together you are. You're obviously having success. I mean, how much are you loving basketball now?
Basketball is one of the greatest sports in the world. I really enjoy it. Let's be honest.
The greatest.
But it's just a great group of guys to be around every day, and we work hard. But it's fun working with these guys and with Mody and the coaching staff. So yeah, enjoying it.